Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another library update. May was a little quiet, so we didn't do a video because it would have been me kind of talking to myself. But that's because Miss Kathryn has stocked June chock full of things to do. So tell us, first of all, what's going on?
So summer reading begins June 3rd, which is 2 weeks from now. It is a self-guided reading program that your child, any age birth through entering senior year of high school, you can join us. There's no registration. You just come in and pick up a reading record. We have 2 reading records. One is appropriate for the birth through 5th grade. And then the 6th through 8th graders have a different reading record. They have a little bit different time requirement for their reading. And they don't check in with us every week. Only the kids birth through 5th grade can check in with us each week, get a little prize. Now, at the end of the reading program for the teens, they do, however, get a swag bag full of things that, equal 8 little gifts throughout. So that'll be a lot of fun for them. Children birth through 5 are asked to read 20 minutes a day for at least 6 days of the week. So the reading record, it's hard to just explain it to you. We would rather you come in, see us, look at it, have us explain it to you, and then we'll send you home with your questions answered about it. So I think that's the best thing for you to do. And you can begin to pick up a reading record on July 28th, which is next Tuesday. May 28th. Sorry. I have all June, July, and May all mixed up in my brain.
Next Tuesday.
Yes, next Tuesday, day after Labor Day.
Memorial Day.
It's
morning.
I just woke up.
We're having fun.
Oh, so yes, Memorial Day, the day after Memorial Day, May 28th, is when you can pick up your reading record in case you are going out of town, because a lot of people do that right after school is out. And so we decided a couple years ago to make that available to people early. But you can't start until June 3rd. And that's clearly marked on the reading record, so you really shouldn't have a problem with that. So June 3rd until July 28th. That's the last day of reading that you can record for the summer reading program. So it's 8 weeks of timed reading each day for 6 days a week. Now, everybody says, well, I read so much more than that. I read several times a day. That's wonderful. And I think, wherever you are reading, however long you read each day, whether you struggle or whether it is very easy for you, I applaud you for reading. It is an amazing skill that you need to have in life. And it is something you learn, and it is something that you have to practice throughout your whole life. I know there are times where I've just not been reading. And when I get back to it, I notice that I'm not reading at the same level I was when I was reading voraciously through things. So the purpose of summer reading is to just give your kids the opportunity to have a little fun while they're doing something that is really good for them through the summer. Because you don't want to leave 2nd grade reading at almost a 3rd grade level and then get to 3rd grade and you're reading below where you were when you left school. And it's really important to keep those skills up. And it's a fun way to do it. Each time they come in and check in with us each week for the kids who are birth through 5th, they're going to get a little prize just to motivate them to keep going throughout. And then when you finish, July 29th is the first day that you can finish summer reading. And that is a Monday. And you can bring your reading record in and you get a finisher's packet, which includes a free book, a grand prize ticket, a temporary tattoo, and a vote for something that we're going to purchase for the children's room for you to play with. And there'll be a choice for the teens, and that, of course, will be in the teen area. It's a nice little package. It's a nice little thing. It's not a toaster, I know. Some kids get really upset when I say, oh, but it's not a toaster. But, oh, I love toast. It's a library. We're going to give you a book. So,
No toaster.
This year, the grand prize, I'm going to think a little out of the box. We've been giving away gift cards. We started that in COVID with an effort in 21 to just get people going back downtown when restrictions were lifted. And that's been working out really, really well. but I think I want to do something a little more this year. So, surprise, of course, I never give away the surprise. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you will come and join us. You can call us with any questions that you have, and, you know, beginning next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, I should say, you can pick up your reading record, and that's the best time to ask lots of questions. All right? We're not going to begin until June 3rd, just saying. We do have a wonderful brochure. It has all of our programming in it, but I'm kind of going to walk you through that too. So today is my day to talk. Did you want to say something
I just
first?
did a quick question.
Yeah.
So when you say reading, that includes audiobooks?
Yeah, so I talked to preschool parents the other day too. So there's a lot of things that people ask, and I know they all kind of looked at me like, what do you mean my kid's not a reader yet? Well, early literacy is also what we do here, and early literacy is amazing. And you know, as I said to the parents yesterday, like, you do so many early literacy skills that you don't even are conscious that you're doing. When you point to the words in a book as you're reading, that's an early literacy skill. When you sound things out with your child, when you rhyme with your child, those things are things you do naturally during playtime and reading, and you don't even know you're doing it. But you're reading with this child, and I really want them to come to the library and start building a relationship with just the books, if that's all, but with us too, because we want to help. That's what we're here for. And so when you start making summer reading just a part of your very young child's life, by the time they're in school, they're not even going to bat an eye about coming to get their reading record. So reading is a process. It is something you learn and you practice all your life, as I said, and so you need to come. Now, what I said to the preschool parents, because 20 minutes a day may work or it may not. If you read to your child that day or sit down with a book with them, that's a day of reading for me. The kids who are in school, they are asked to read 20 minutes a day. Homeschooled kids have reading time. So they're not gonna, I mean, some will say I don't want to do it, but it's something they're used to, and that's fine. They do need to have that timed reading. Studies show that 20 minutes is like a golden amount of time to really keep skills on track. So that's why we ask that. Now, audiobooks are wonderful though, and being read to actually is really good for comprehension. So yes, audiobooks work. You can read any format of a book. So if you read ebooks, perfect. It doesn't matter to me whether you have a library card or not. You don't need one to sign up for summer reading. Just come to the library and pick up your reading record, and we will get you going. Okay? Any other questions, sir?
No.
Okay.
Okay, my aside is done. Go.
Yeah. Another activity that we're going to do over summer reading is a downtown scavenger hunt adventure. And it's an adventure this year. We've done it for a couple years now, and it's been a lot of fun. We had pictures in shop windows, and you'd have to go downtown. This year, rather than put a burden on the shop holders and the people that work there to have that in their window for 8 weeks, I just thought it would be fun if kids went downtown to find landmarks, because there's a ton in this city. So, there's a little picture here of a landmark. All I want you to do is tell me where you found it. It is still a fun troop, down around city area. Some of you are going to recognize right away, and some of them you may have to Google that you've never really seen before. But that's the adventure of it all. It's a fun way to get out of the house. You don't have to do it all in one day. You can spend several weeks doing it. It is not due until July 29th. Gotta get these days straight. So it's a summer activity for the whole family, and it's a lot of fun. That's one thing you can do. We have story time as usual, Monday morning story time with Miss Kathryn. It's every Monday that the library is open at 10:30. We're gonna attempt to hold it in the children's room. See how that goes. Sometimes we have 60 people trying to sit around the story time area. So it is a lot of fun, and it's a half an hour long program. We're going to do, instead of pajama party, and I know people love pajama party, but it is the summer, so we're gonna do campfire stories. And I had a little 4-year-old say to me, "We're gonna build a bonfire in the library?" I said, "No." But I did find this wonderful soft-sided little campfire kit online.
Okay.
It came yesterday. It's like a little ring of rocks, and you put logs in the little fire. They're like little pillows of fire, and you put them around it. It looks like a campfire, so that's what we're going to do. But we are going to sit around. We are going to sit around the campfire and tell stories and sing songs. It will be a regular story time, just in a little different format. So that should be a lot of fun. That's Wednesday evenings. Every Wednesday, the library is open, and it's going to start. So story time with Miss Kathryn starts on June 3rd. July 5th is the first Wednesday of Campfire Stories, and it'll be at 6:30 every Wednesday evening. We're open. For the teens this year, I'm very excited. We're going to continue doing Anime Club, but we're going to start at 2:30. It'll be Tuesdays. It's going to be on the 4th in June, and we're going to start at 2:30. We're going to end at 4. Woohoo. So we have plenty of time to really get into the next anime that we're going to watch, which I'm not telling what it is yet. But on the 18th, very excited to introduce the Video Game Club.
You heard that right.
Yes. We have a huge TV. Every time I walk past this TV, I'm like, that is the biggest TV I've ever seen. And a Switch, and we've got several games loaded on the Switch, and we are ready to go live and play on June 18th at 2:30 here in the meeting room. I'm excited. I know very little about playing video games. So the essence of the club is you come, play video games, eat snacks, and teach me how to play. It should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. We are going to continue doing Wacky Wonders during the summer. We do it 2 times a month. So in June, we'll do it on Thursday the 6th and then Thursday the 20th. It starts at 2:30, and it again is the STEM class. So we're going to just have fun with science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Same for Creative Kids, twice a month. That is for kids, Wacky Wonders is for kids who are in 2nd through 5th grade. Creative Kids is the same class. It's for kids who are kindergarten and 1st grade. Whatever concept we're going over, we're going to take it down to a level that they can really understand. So Wacky Wonders is a little more advanced, obviously, with the older kids. Creative Kids, pretty easy. I try and introduce some good vocabulary, and they're like, nah. But they have a lot of fun, and they really love coming to the class, and we do some of the weirdest stuff. We did viscosity last time, and they were rubbing honey between their fingers, and then they said, can we eat it? And I said, only what's on your own hand, okay. So that'll be on Wednesday, on the 12th and the 26th.
And they need to register for those, right?
Those 2 classes are registered. I can take about 12 kids in each session of those. That is just kind of a madhouse when you're trying to explain and, teach them something. But I also need to know, like, supply-wise, and that's really important. So that's why those are registered. Yeah. So non-registered programs, we have a lot of entertainment coming in June. The Traveling Lantern Theater is coming. They do short education entertainment productions, so it's going to be about 45 minutes. And it's an interactive show where the kids are involved with the character who is going to take us on an adventure this year to New Zealand. And we're going to be looking for an endangered bird. And hopefully we'll find it, and then we'll be able to talk about its habitat and why it's important to keep this bird alive and keep the habitat intact, and then how people are doing that kind of work.
It's not a kiwi, is it?
It's not a kiwi.
What's funny about kiwis is people think the fruit, and then they think the bird, and they think the bird is this
small.
big. No, kiwis are like this big.
They are scary. I always think of a kiwi as like a guinea fowl or a pigeon, kind of a smaller bird,
right, but no, they're not.
No, they're huge. So hopefully we will find the bird that we're looking for. That's going to be at 10 a.m. on June 14th, which is a Friday. And then let's see, what else are we going to do? Oh, I'm so excited about this. So a young musician who is from the Mankato area, got in touch with me last fall. He had been awarded a grant to put together a program, a musical program, and take it to various libraries he decided on.
Good
So,
choice.
yeah, it's like 6 different libraries in the area, and we are one of them. I'm so excited. It is they're called the Nintendones. And which is really funny because Nintendo is a major game maker and games and systems. So they are doing the theme music from different video games arranged as jazz pieces. I cannot wait. I listen to my kids and watch my kids play video games all of their young life. And so all this music is running through my head, like, what could it possibly be? Oh my gosh, I hope it's this, I hope it's that. We'll see. That's going to be on Saturday, July 22nd. June. Yeah.
We're just juggling over here.
I'm just trying to keep it all straight.
Like I said, it's just packed full.
Yes. So that is June 22nd at 2 p.m. here in the meeting room. We also have a wonderful activity that we're going to do. The park right beside the community center, which I think is called the Hans Juice Park.
Park. Yeah.
So we are meeting there at 1 p.m. on June 27th, which is a Thursday. We're going to do a program called Global Games. So there's an entertainment company who has put together this program for this summer reading theme, which is Adventure Begins at Your Library. And so they have put together games from around the world to demonstrate for the kids, show them how to play, and then we get to play all those games.
That'll be fun.
I'm so excited about that. Really looking forward to that one.
So if you and your friends are getting bored with the same old games in the backyard now that it's summertime, come learn to play some games from other kids around the world. It'd be great.
Yeah. We're going to learn about their culture a little bit, talk about how the game began, I believe, and then just learn how to play it, and then we'll have an opportunity to play whatever we want. We're going to do movies every other week in June. So we're starting on the 7th. We're going to show Peter Pan. And then on the 21st, we'll show Road to El Dorado. So some adventure-type movies, right? They begin at 2 p.m. They are shown in the children's room, unless we bust out of that, and then we'll run down here where there's a little more room in the meeting room. But we provide popcorn, and you bring a water bottle. So those are a lot of fun. Nice way to get out of the heat. Muggy afternoons, come in and sit in the air conditioning with the lights down low and watch a movie, probably that you've seen before, but you would enjoy again, because we do know people watch movies over and over and over again. And then the last thing I think we have is Friday special story time. So that story time is the same as Monday's story time. Not the same theme. We do a little different theme. But we have like a craft or an activity attached to it afterwards. So we do about 25 minutes of story time, and then we go over to our craft table and hang out and make a little craft or do a little activity with the theme of that story time. So I'll drop in. Don't have to register. If you just happen to walk in the room and story time's going on, you just jump in with us and have a good time. And I think that's all for me. It's been a very busy time, like planning everything and getting everything ready. And I get confused on my dates because I have a calendar for July, I have June, I still am working through May's calendar. So, yeah, forgive me for getting a little confused with the dates, and thanks for your help with that.
Not at all.
Yeah,
she puts in a lot of work to organize all this fun stuff, so that's awesome. So.
Anyway, what's happening for you in June?
Hooray!
Anything going on?
So we're continuing our senior movie matinees on Fridays. June is going to be the 1960s. And so we're going to be watching The Manchurian Candidate, To Kill a Mockingbird,
Of course, yes.
Cape Fear, and Planet of the Apes, the original. So.
Boy, I just don't like those movies. I hope everybody else enjoys them.
It was 1960s, but they're all interesting in their own way. So those are Friday afternoons at 1. If there is a conflict with children, as the children have more, we can make way. We can even switch places if we want, because if there's too many to fit in the children's room, there'll be enough of us where we could go up there instead.
Oh, yeah,
That
I
could be
think
entertaining.
we'll be all right.
But our book clubs, of course, are still meeting through the summer. Our Litwitz Book Club, they're going to meet Monday, June 3rd at 6:30, and we're going to be discussing Harriet Beecher Stowe's Uncle Tom's Cabin. So it's a really interesting in that people are aware of it as a novel, but not really a lot of people have read it. And so I've had some people that have read it and said, I am really surprised I am enjoying this. It's got themes and things that are very relevant to today. So it should be a really good discussion when we get into that. And then our book looking forward to July is actually an anthology called 14. It's edited by Margaret Atwood. And a whole bunch of big name authors got together and they decided to write a novel together in a setting of an apartment building during COVID lockdown. But each of these big authors is writing only one specific character. So it's like this collaborative storytelling thing. So that'll be really interesting to see how that blends. Our poetry group is meeting second Monday of the month, as always. You're welcome to bring a poem, a couple poems to share. We encourage, if you have your own poetry that you're willing to share, please do. You don't have to. But you can also just come and listen. People do that as well. It's a lot of fun in that way. The Film Society is continuing their mockumentary series. Yes. So we watched Privilege in May. I guess it's still May.
It's still May.
We watched 1967's Privilege. That was pretty intense. And then in June, we're going to be watching Waiting for Guffman, which is made by the same people as Spinal Tap.
Okay.
The odd thing is we couldn't get Spinal Tap because
it doesn't fall under the movie
it doesn't fall under our public performance license. But we got Waiting for Guffman, so it's just as weird. And so that'll be second Tuesday in the month, June 11th at 6:30. We'll be watching that one. Our History Book Club is going to be discussing. It's going to be a tough one. A Long Way Gone: Memoirs of a Child Soldier by Ishmael Villa. It is a tough read. Let me tell you. I have read that one before, and there are some parts that will really wrench your gut, tug at your heartstrings. But even though it was written over 20 years ago, still relevant. Still things that are very much needing to be discussed. And so that's on Tuesday, June 18th at noon here at the library, up in our Fred Johnson room. Our genealogy club is going to take another field trip. We did one in May, and we're going to do it again because we had so much fun. We're going to go back to the German Bohemian Heritage Society, and so that'll be Thursday, June 20th at 6:30 in the evening. They're going to open it up for a special, and so meet at the back of the Grand downtown. And we'll go up and see all the great resources they have and the cool things in their collection. They have some unique items in there, as well as some audiovisual stuff that I'm hoping to partner with them to get digitized with our mobile memory lab once that gets up and running. So that'll be fun. We've got our Mystery Book Club is meeting on the last Monday of the month, so that's June 24th at 6:30, and we are doing something different. By common consensus of the group, this is the first time where we are having a discussion of a sequel of a book we've already discussed. So the book that we discussed in April, which was On Crimson Lake by Candace Fox. It's the first book in a series set in Australia. We're going to be discussing book 2 in June, which is Redemption Point. And so we'll see how that goes, see what people thought, and it'll give us more for discussion in terms of, well, we can compare and contrast and growth of the characters, hopefully, and things like that.
That's always the hope in a sequel.
It's always the hope, yeah. So Chess Club, of course, is every Tuesday evening from 6 until just before we close. Come down, play a game. We've got players as young as
7.
Yeah, 7 on a regular basis, and oldest, I think I've seen some players in their 80s. So full gambit, as well as full range of playing experience. You can be brand new, you can be playing for decades, come down and enjoy a game. It's fun in that way.
Yes.
Now, our Pathfinder groups are continuing to meet along, and I haven't talked about them in a while, I don't think.
Nope.
Maybe?
I
No.
don't.
So Pathfinder role-playing game, it's a tabletop role-playing game, which is collaborative storytelling. It gives you the chance to interact with new people in a setting that's provided by a storyteller. It's kind of like a much more complex version of a choose-your-own adventure. Right? And people really enjoy it. Our in-person group has been meeting now for over 3 years.
Oh, is it that long?
Yes.
Wow.
As far as the dates go,
Yeah.
we haven't met every week. There have been times where if I was sick or if we had a holiday or something. But I think we're on session 135. So once we hit session 156, that'll be 3 whole years.
Oh my gosh.
Of sessions, and so
great.
it's still going, and they're really enjoying it. And so they meet Tuesday afternoons at 4:15 up in the nonfiction area. Come make some friends, try out an interesting story. You can also come and just watch. That's something that I still find very interesting is people come and watch and find it funny, because all sorts of ridiculous things happen when you give someone a story prompt and then they say, well, I'm going to go this way. And you're like, I was not expecting that. Not at all. And so that turns out that way. We are very excited. At the end of June, on Saturday, June 29th at 3:30, we are going to have stand-up comedian Minnesotan Ali Sultan will be here doing a live show from 3:30 to 4:30. Super excited about that. He's been on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. He's been on Heart of the City with Kevin Hart on Comedy Central. He's got a couple of YouTube specials. Super funny guy. He's never worked with a library before. And so I saw one of his YouTube specials, and being the programming librarian that I am, I found his website. I stalk performers. And just, sent out emails like, hey, would you be interested in doing something with the library? He's like, that'd be great. I'd love to. And so we are excited. He's going to be coming end of June. Come join us. It'll be a really fun time. So not as much going on the adult side as June for the kids, but still lots of great things going on. And as always, we've got our library of things. So for summertime, that means that we've got outdoor games. It means we've got life jackets. And of course, all of the other things that are available in the library of things. We also now have rec center passes that you can check out. So we have 4 of those available. 2 of them are for a single individual, and 2 of them are for families of 4. And you check them out for a week. You can't put them on hold. It's first come, first serve, but you check it out for a week and you get full access to the rec center for that week. So all their facilities, the playground, the pool, the gym, the track, the courts, all that, for a whole week for free. So stop by the desk every day and ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally do it. We also now have laptops that are available for checkout in the library too. We have 5 laptops you can check out. They've got Windows 11. They have a full Microsoft Office suite. They can connect to the library's Wi-Fi. They're also configured to wirelessly connect to our printing system as well. And so,
But you can only use them in
In
the
the
library.
library,
You
yep.
can't check them out and take them home.
yeah, no.
So-
We do have Chromebooks that are available that you can check out to do that. And as well, we still have our Wi-Fi hotspots that are available for checkout. Those still remain very popular. So again, stop by the desk and ask. But yeah, we have laptops that are available for checkout you can use in the library. So if you're doing summer school or summer classes in college or working on something for your job or your profession, you're welcome to come down, find a quiet place in the library, use one of our laptops, bring a flash drive to save all your stuff, because our computer won't save it for you. But those are now available for use as well. And of course, the Memory Lab is still up and running. We're really excited. I got the new computer to replace it. I haven't hooked it up yet because I had to order the new hardware for the video conversion.
Yeah.
So it's made by the same company as the current hardware we have, but the Memory Lab computer right now is a 2014 computer, and so it's not accepting all the updates for software that we would like it to. And so we're really excited that we got that grant from the Mellon Foundation that's allowing us to update those and get those upgraded so that we can continue to offer this great service for free, where you can convert your audio and visual and also images and documents here at the library. So
Exactly.
I don't think there's anything else in my brain at this point.
Don't look at me. There's nothing up here. Sorry.
Okay, so we've given you a nice big word salad. And
We hope you can figure it all out, but just call us with questions.
absolutely, you can always call us to ask questions about any of our programs or any of the services the library has. 359-8331, although I guess there's going to be a new area code coming as well, so you might want to put the 507 in front. I don't know.
Yeah.
And of course, you can also go to the library's website, www.newulmlibrary.org. Thanks for joining us for another update, and we hope to see you here at the library and around town too.
Yeah.